The Trader Cobb Crypto Show, talking business in blockchain.
G'day everyone, welcome to the Trader Cobb Crypto Show. I hope you've had a good start to your day, or the end of your day, depending on what time it is, wherever you are, I guess. Interesting day yesterday for sure. Had a bit of a watch list out there after doing my scan with my VIP and LTF members, and look, I've got to be honest, you know, there was some really nice setups starting to creep into that watch list just yesterday. You know, it was the first proper watch list of 2019 for me, where I had, you know, more than one pair. Binance against Bitcoin was the only pair that I had on Tuesday when I came back into the office, and yesterday I had 5 others in there, so I had a proper good watch list, keeping a solid eye on things. The one that did pop was Chainlink, up 17% today, based out of a bit of a breakout there. Now, I said at the, I think in the very first or second podcast of the year, that my objective right now is not really to place trades live. Now that might sound weird. I want to explain why. It's simply because I want to give myself, and I do this every year. You know, I took 9 days out this year. Very rarely do I take that much time out from the markets. Even in traditional markets, when I was trading those, more often than not, I would, you know, take a couple of days here, a couple of days there, but I'd always sort of come back and have a look through the through that Christmas to New Year's period. I'll be just keeping an eye on things. Well, with this holiday that I've recently taken, I didn't look at the market at all. So completely fresh, completely new, coming back into it this week. I want to make sure that I give myself the best platform to really leverage off for success in 2019. And the last few years, I started the year with a winning trade. Now, that doesn't mean that I need to start a winning trade this year. I'd like to, certainly. But it's basically, the whole point of it is really giving myself the position where I can sort of start knowing that I've done everything I possibly can to avoid doing anything stupid. Taking away that enthusiasm is really important for me. You can be enthusiastic to trade, but taking away enthusiasm as far as placing a trade is important. So I typically leave the first trade. So the first trade that sets up that I think looks fantastic, I won't put money on that. I'll watch it and see what it does. Now, I've got to say that Link wasn't one of those trades for me, because I said in my market view video yesterday to members that it was a higher risk trade if one was to take it, just simply because that daily trend was not in an uptrend. It is now. Now that it's busted out 17%, it is now into a daily uptrend with a higher low and a higher high. So, you know, it didn't meet the criteria. I'm not going to start the year with a higher risk trade. I tend to take those as I move into the year and sort of, you know, feel more confident and just feel like I'm back in the markets properly. That being said, a 17% move is an absolute cracker. Some of the guys and girls in the membership, I'm sure, took that. Looking at Bitcoin right now, and a quick look at the top 10. I mean, we're down between sort of 3 and 5% for the most part here. We just keep on grinding away, and we may stay within that range of 36.76 and 43.85 for quite some time. It will maybe take a little while to see volumes come back in, see the market start to move, and yeah, basically get some direction once again. So Bitcoin very sideways. Ethereum, it's pulled back. You know, it's had that pullback that it's required, and it's back into that cradle zone on that 8-hour. Nothing there for me to trade just yet, but a really nice little pullback in there, something that I'm going to keep an eye on today. Bitcoin Cash, pretty ugly. EOS, pretty ugly. Cardano, look, it needs to get a bit more momentum. Same with Stellar Lumen. Same with Neo. IOTA has had a nice little pullback. It didn't quite get back to the area that I was hoping for it to get just yet. I was hoping for it to get back to around 37 cents for an opportunity there for a cradle trade, but not so far. It's got a little bit further to go, sitting at 38.8. Ripple's very sideways, Litecoin very sideways, and that's basically the top 10. For the most part, the whole market is just sideways. Ethereum being the only one really that has any relative significant trend, and it's not the most amazing trend, it's just the best of the bunch. So it'll be going across and looking at the Bitcoin pairings today for me to really focus on where the opportunity may lie. It could be another day where there's nothing at all that has any interest for me whatsoever. Yesterday there was plenty of interest, but nothing really gave me the opportunity. Binance against Bitcoin on the 12-hour did give the opportunity, but then it broke down, so there was no entry on that, so I have to continue to watch that. Guys, I hope you have a fantastic day, and yeah, a great weekend as we are lining that up right about now. Speak to you again all next week, guys. Bye for now.
The Trader Cobb Crypto Show, talking business in blockchain.